Alright guys, so tonight I am making elderberry syrup in my Instapot. So this is just a quicker way of doing it time-wise. It's still getting the nutrients. So I am actually making a double batch because we ran out. So I have 8 cups of water in my Instapot, and then I'm going to put 2 cups of the dried elderberries in there. And then I like to make mine with a little extra added antioxidants. So I have to hide these from my kids because otherwise they just literally beg for them all day until I give them to them. Put this open because I apparently can't tear on the right line. All right, so we add some of the Ningxia wolfberries. And typically for a batch it's a half a cup, but I'm adding a full cup because I'm doing a double batch. Now these just have elderberries, wolfberries, they have different properties. They're both good for you, but the elderberries have a little bit more like flu, cold preventing. And these are, like I said, the organic Ningxia wolfberries, dried, ready to go. So I have those in there. Now you can add clove if you want. You can add cinnamon sticks if you want. I add essential oils to mine, but I had some clove, some organic clove sticks. So I'm just gonna throw a few clove sticks in there for some added support. Thought I had cloves too, but I don't. So we're just gonna put some cinnamon sticks in there. I'll mix it up real quick here. And then all I'm gonna do is turn on my Instapot. And I'm gonna do the manual high pressure for 7 minutes. Okay, so now that the screen's flipped, I'm going to go ahead and hit manual, and I'm gonna go down. It's on high pressure, see low and high, and I'm gonna go down to 7 minutes and let it cook. And once it's done, I'm going to let it, I can do a quick release, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of stir it around and squish the berries, and I'll show you that. Then I'll strain it off, add my honey, add my essential oils, and we're good to go. But there you have it so far. Okay, so the pressure is, well, it stopped. I hit off, and then I manually release the pressure. So there we have it. And then what I like to do is kind of stir it up a little bit. Sorry. Just to mix it. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of like press the berries. If you have a flat, but when you're pressing them you can feel it even now, like squeezing them out. So just to kind of squeeze the good stuff out of the berries, I like to do this. I don't know that it's like necessarily something you have to do, but I find it to just get the juices out. So you can go ahead and do that. The next thing I'm going to do, which is going to be harder to show you exactly, but I'm going to go over here and start pouring it through the mesh strainer. Once it's in the strainer, I also like to press it in there so that the juices come out. Okay, so I've strained out most of it, but there's like obviously the berries left, and I've already strained out some of the berries, but this is where you can take your spoon, your spatula, and just kind of mush them out, because they're not going to go through the mesh strainer, not the little parts, but at least helps you to get all the helps you to get all the juice out of those berries that have just been saturated. You can see it's starting to fill up with that liquid, whereas there was really nothing there when I started. Okay, so once you have it in your mesh strainer, you're just going to go ahead and press it out. And it's amazing the amount. I mean, like I said, it's not a ton, but you still get some liquid out of those berries that you might not have gotten if you didn't press it out. Okay, so we have our stuff strained out. Our berries are strained. I'm going to add honey. Like I said, I've made a double batch, but I'm going to add the honey to this. You want it a little time to cool so it doesn't destroy. You want raw honey, local raw honey if you can, just because it has more benefits to it health-wise. And then for your batch Some people do a half a cup, some people do a cup. If you find that the flavor isn't enough, you can add a little bit more, but somewhere between a half a cup to a cup of honey is good. And it has good benefits, like it's good for you anyway. Then I like to add, so I don't add a lot of the herbs. I don't typically add herbs at all. I happen to have cinnamon sticks, so I did add them this time. But I like to add 7 drops of copaiba to a batch, 3 drops of thieves. Copaiba is just really soothing to the overall body. Thieves is really good for our immune system. Lemon is really good for our immune system, throat, respiratory. And then a drop each of frankincense. Actually, I add 3 drops of orange. This one wasn't in my original recipe, but I really love orange, and it's good for you, so why not? Then I add nutmeg, cinnamon bark, clove, and ginger. So you're adding all the spices that you typically can add when you're cooking down your berries, but I just add the oil version. The frequency is higher in this, and so it's a little bit more beneficial. Once I'm done adding my honey and my oils, I add the honey first, get it to incorporate, and I'm going to do that here soon, but you can still see there's a little steam, kind of see that there's a little steam coming off of it. And so I'll add the honey, add the oils, and then I put it in the fridge. I just put it in a bottle. Typically you could do about a teaspoon a day as a dose. If you are giving this to children under the age of 1, for sure under the age of 1 or under the age of 2, you can substitute the honey for maple syrup or xylitol, something that's safe to give to little ones, and then they can get the benefits as well. I have a little one, but she's real little and still getting her immunity from me, so I'm not even worrying about giving her any, because I take it and then she'll get the benefits from that from nursing. So there you have it, quick and easy. You can also, once we're done with this, there's ways to turn this into gummies and all that fun stuff, but like I said, super easy, 7 minutes in the Instapot. You can quick release, strain your berries out, add your honey, add your oils, put it in a mason jar in the fridge, and you're good to go.